When you combine an ISU, one of the most famous and iconic Russian tanks, to one of the most famous and iconic Russian guns, the 122mm D25 gun, you get an ISU-122S, and this thing, Tier 7, is an absolute monster. So, stick around and we're going to show you everything you need to know about handling the ISU-122S. The ISU-122S was a prototype that was built in April 1944. The vehicle then entered service in August of that year, and a total of 675 of these things were produced from 1944 to 1945. So what we're looking at here is the real deal, and it is very much the same in-game. Now the natural direct competitor for this thing is the SU-152. However, remember, this is an ISU chassis, down-tiered from Tier 8, and it has a lighter gun than the Tier 8. Therefore, it has fantastic mobility. It has a better power-to-weight ratio than both the SU-152 and the ISU-152, this thing coming in at 17.8 horsepower per ton. It's got a top speed of 43 km per hour forward, and in reverse 12, which is one more than the SU-152. And then the traverse speed coming in at 43.94. So although this is turretless, you need to be very careful when you want to try and flank one of these things, because you can keep the gun on the 122S on point. But before we talk about the gun, let's check out the armour on this thing. And remember, this is a down-tiered Tier 8 chassis. Therefore, instead of the 75 frontal on the SU-152, 65 side and rear, this thing features 90mm on the front, 90mm on the side, and 60 on the rear. Just like the SU-152 though, they both have 1000 hit points. And then we come on to the crowning glory of the 122S, which is that 122mm D25S Mod 1944 gun. Now this is the top gun, which is also available on the SU-152. However, the SU-152 is most loved because of its 152mm derp gun. And the 122mm on the SU-152 is often forgotten. However, the 122S brings that gun to light, and it brings it to light with absolutely staggering DPM. This tank, with a gun rammer, features 3,352 damage per minute. Combine that with 175mm of penetration on the AP, 217 on the APCR, and an alpha damage of 400, and you're on to a winner. The 0.37 gun dispersion and just over 2-second aim time provide you an average gun handling. Combine that with its average but workable 6 degrees of gun depression, and you can keep this gun firing and singing the entire battle. So combine that gun with the mobility of this tank, and your gun will not stop firing for the duration of the battle. And due to the staggering damage per minute this tank provides, as long as you keep firing, you will out DPM the vast majority of Tier 6, Tier 7, and a lot of Tier 8 tanks. Most tanks featuring this sort of damage per minute are usually low alpha, fast firing guns. Not the 122S, with its 400 alpha, you can pop in and out of cover, taking huge chunks of enemy targets. And the trick to that is trying to bait people to shoot at the gun mantlets on the front of your tank. That is where you'll produce the most bounces on this tank. And last but not least, of course, this is a premium tank, therefore it's going to make you some credits, and on the screen right now is a couple of examples of what sort of credit efficiency you can expect from this tank. And the best part, with that camo skin being a permanent feature, this thing looks fantastic. And that is pretty much everything you need to know about the ISU-122S. It's a monster at Tier 7, its damage per minute is absolutely outstanding, and it is a tank not to be underestimated. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out the other videos available on the World of Tanks Blitz official YouTube channel. And that's it. We will see you on the battlefield.